Hi, I'm Comet. And my hair is quite something today. I didn't put a lot of effort into styling it, and my Willow wig came in today, so I was cost testing her briefly. So now it's this. So it's a lot of fun. Anyway, for this episode, the jacket I'm wearing is just this one. I was wearing it for my Willow cosplay, and I was like, this looks like something Dean Winchester would wear. It looks a lot like one of his green jacket. I've seen the meme of someone making this green jacket and a beige trench coat hold hands just in a store. It's like, yeah, it's his fit. Okay, it looks like his. The reason I'm wearing that for this episode is because the episode we're watching is called Skin, and this is the episode where Dean technically dies the first time. So, by the end of this episode, he's legally dead. Dean himself isn't actually dead, but you'll see what happens. And all of the main characters die and come back a lot in the show, but Dean dies an overwhelming amount compared to the others. To be fair, Mystery Spot is like an outlier there, but it's like this known thing that Dean Winchester dies an insane amount. So I thought it would be funny to start this thing, where basically I wear something for every episode that Dean dies in. And I guess that's what this is gonna be. Is I'm gonna try to wear this every single episode that I can remember that Dean dies in. The next one's gonna be Mystery Spot. The one after that is gonna be No Rest for the Wicked, obviously. After that, it's gonna be... Oh, I looked it up. I literally just looked up what that episode was called. It's the episode in season 5 where Sam and Dean go to heaven. After that, I don't think he dies again until season 9. Yeah, but actually, that might not be true because there is an episode where he dies to be death. Point is Dean Winchester dies a lot, so yeah, I might actually wear this for the beginning of season 1 because while he doesn't technically die, it's like, well, I mean, the only reason he didn't was because John was there. So I think Dean has died something like 115 times or something. It might be a little bit less, but I remember when I started watching it, season 13 was releasing, and I think it was something like 105 or 106. I remember that because, again, it could be wrong, but I remember that the amount of times that Dean dies in Supernatural was almost the exact same amount of times that Beast Boy said dude in the Teen Titans series from the early 2000s, and I found that absolutely hysterical. So, another thing that I'm doing, you can't see it because of how this shirt is designed. I'm wearing a skeleton shirt and skeleton earrings, not because Dean dies in this episode, but because this episode, it's called Skin, and it's about a shapeshifter, and in this universe, when they shapeshift, they shed their skin, so I thought it was appropriate. So, with that out of the way, this is Supernatural Season 1, Episode 6, Skin. Let's have some fun. I don't think this song played when I watched this episode last.
Jim!
Drop that.
Hold it right there! Come on!
Now!
I love that they started off the episode this way. I love it. I knew it was coming, but I love it every time I watch it. I love this way to intro the episode because everyone's like, what? I remember watching it for the first time. I remember watching it with my mom. When I watched it, I knew it was going to be some kind of misunderstanding or some kind of creature framing him some way, and it wasn't actually Dean, but still, it just, even without having seen the episode, I'd seen enough, shows to know that that's, what was going to end up happening, but it's still so good every time. I just really love it. I really love it.
What kind of people are you hanging out with?
No, man, I know Zach. He's no killer.
Yeah, well, maybe you know Zach as well as he knows you.
St. Louis, we're going.
So the neighbor's dog went psycho right around the time Zach's girlfriend was killed.
Animals can have a sharp sense of the paranormal.
Yeah, maybe Fido saw something.
I love how this, doesn't come up very much in the show. And then several seasons later, Dean, becomes a dog for a full episode. He doesn't actually become a dog, but he, if you've seen the episode, you know what I mean. I get that this is, they're introducing us to new spirits in, every episode early on. New creatures and stuff. so it makes sense that, like, later on they don't use the same amount. They don't put as much into it, but like I said in the last episodes, I just really like what they put into in the editing and everything to showcase that these creatures are not human, you know? Even if they look human. And even just, like, all they put in to make these creatures feel really supernatural. I feel like we lose that later on, even when they face things that we haven't seen before. It's kind of, it sucks, but again, I get why. They were exploring different things. They were straying away from the Monster of the Week formula, but I really like it. Because, like, they face a shapeshifter a few seasons later, and it's like, oh yeah, c'est la vie.
Like a doppelganger.
Yeah, that'd sure explain how he has two places at once.
It's interesting, again, that it showcases, as much as they've been hunting their whole lives, that they don't automatically assume it's a shapeshifter. Like, this is a newer thing for them to face. It makes sense that it's not, that it takes them a little bit longer to figure out what creatures are in some cases. I'm sorry, I was thinking about the werepire I can't remember what episode that was, but the werepire and Dean on the phone. Baby! Right! How could I forget? That episode was Baby. I can't remember what season it was, but just, yeah, Dean, like, a werepire! Say it with me! And then Cass on the phone, the lore calls it a whisper. Yeah, just all the interactions in that episode where they're facing something new. But, yeah, it also showcases that as much as, again, they've been doing this their whole life, they're new as a team, and John probably kept them away from a lot of the hunts, and probably kept them more with, like, ghosts and, like, salt and burns than other creatures. This is off topic, but now I've been saying the last couple episodes of, like, how it makes sense, the pipeline of, like, being a Gravity Falls kid to loving Supernatural. Even though I actually started watching Supernatural before I'd watched Gravity Falls as a whole, but I had seen it in passing growing up. But it's, you know, another thing too is, like, this whole episode they kind of follow instructions on how to defeat these creatures with instructions from a journal. They know who wrote the journal and everything, but I don't know, a similarity I just realized. Anyway.
Right. So there should be a trail to follow. A trail the police would never pursue.
Because they think the killer never left. They caught your friend Zach inside. Still don't know what we're doing here at 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, poor Dean.
What happened?
Oh, he tried to kill his wife. Tied her up and beat her.
Wait, I can't remember now. Do they all just, by the end, think that it's Dean who did all of this and all of these guys get free? Because I can't remember. And I'm like, oh wait, I really hope they cleared everyone else's names. I know that Dean dies at the end of this episode. Also, wait. Oh wait, never mind. No, Rebecca knows. I forgot. But I hope all of these guys, like, have their names cleared by the end of this, because I can't actually remember.
This is from his victims.
Yep.
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 Shapeshifter changes shape. Maybe it sheds.
Ugh.
I think we're close to its lair.
Why do you say that?
This is another puke-inducing vial next to your face.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
Looks like it's lived here for a while.
Yep, the gore in the earlier seasons is especially fun. Knew that was coming. Well, obviously. Obviously. I knew that was coming.
You found another way underground?
That was Austin. It turned out not to be a shapeshifter. It was a thought form, a psychic projection. Remember?
Sam suspected it right away. I think I remember why, but...
Your shoulder was hurt.
Yeah, it's better. What do you want me to do, cry?
You're not my brother.
There we go.
You don't think I had dreams of my own? But Dad needed me. Where the hell were you? Where is my brother? I'm your brother. See, deep down, I'm just jealous.
You know, know they have a similar, like, interaction with Sam and Dean, where, like, the roles are reversed. I think the episode is just called Asylum. It's in a couple episodes. I like that they have these episodes. In this, it's more, like, a biased point of view, because in this episode it's like different because it's not actually coming from Dean, but it's still like it's interesting. It's interesting that they do have, again, a role reversal of this scene in a couple episodes with Sam, but it's actually Sam saying it. It's one of those things where it shows that how they take out their anger. And from my memory, Dean will have, like, be upset and have these issues and have, like, jealousy, but he will never hold it against Sam or take it out on him. Someone else has to do it for him, essentially. But Sam has this resentment and anger, and he will, if he's pushed far enough, to take it out on Dean. That could be wrong. But I honestly can't remember a scenario where there is this anger and resentment where Dean takes it out on Sam the way that Sam does take his anger and frustrations out on Dean. They obviously get mad at each other and fight, but it's different, and it's interesting that they showcase it by doing a role reversal of this scene and have this distinction here of it is someone else talking for Dean because they have his memories, but they don't have this same, like, guilt and the same, like, beat into him idea that he is responsible for Sam and has to protect Sam that Dean has had his entire life. And then in comparison, Dean has had, like, the majority of any of his anger and resentments about life. He's taken a lot of it out on Dean because Dean is the one person that's always been there. Dean has been the person that's raised him. And as much as he blames his dad for a lot of what he's been through, Dean has just been the one that's there. You know?
Me? I know I'm a freak. And sooner or later, everybody's gonna leave me.
Me, I know I'm a freak, and sooner or later everyone is gonna leave me. Oh my god, Dean! He would never say that himself, but yeah, no, that is 100% something that he feels. I saw this post earlier where it said Sam has empathy for monsters because he thinks he's a monster, so he wants to give them a second chance. And then Dean hates monsters because he is a monster, and he thinks they should all die. And I was like... Because obviously Dean isn't a monster and neither is Sam, but it is like one of those things where it's like... Sam's felt like a freak, thinks he's a monster, but there's a distinction with how Dean views himself and how Sam views himself in that regard. And when it comes to Dean, he believes what he's done makes him unworthy of anything. And all he is around to do is to save people from other monsters until it kills him.
Yeah, that's me. He went to Rebecca's looking like you.
Well, he's not stupid. He picked the handsome one.
Dean!
I don't know, it's like he was downloading your thoughts and memories.
Mean like the Vulcan mind meld?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my god. I still haven't seen Star Trek. Oh my god, I need to start that reaction series soon. I mean, this and Star Trek and then Teen Wolf, which I don't know if I'll watch. I might. Responsible for the Omegaverse. Come on. I gotta. It is an iconic fandom. It has, like, one of the biggest and one of the most popular queer ships in the world. If Gene Winchester isn't a Spurk shipper, that'd be funny. Also, Mind Meld, isn't that like a theater game? Like, I feel like I did that in... Yeah, I feel like I did that in drama. It's where it's something and then you try to say something at the same... You try to say the same thing at the same time, Mind Meld. I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of came from that, or it might have been around longer, the term mind meld. I don't know. Who knows? Do you think, would it be like a Star Trek thing? Or would the term mind meld been around longer than that? I don't know. Probably, but I just realized. It's like, wait, mind meld, that's a good game.
Come on. We gotta find a phone. Call the police.
Whoa. You're gonna put an APB out on me.
Sorry.
All he wants is for someone to love him. He's like me.
It's the shapeshifter, not Dean. Don't get sad.
Everybody needs.
Wait a second. How many episodes have I watched? Wait. Episode 1. I watched 6 episodes. Okay, so episode 1. 2 women died. Plus the female ghost. Episode 2. No one died. Episode 3. 1 girl died, and then 3 men. Episode 4. Okay. A lot of people died. Only 1 you got to really know. That was, okay, like 2 you really got to know that were, like, men. Okay. It seems like there's been, like, an equal amount of men and women dying so far, but also... Interesting. Okay. Listen, everyone knows the misogyny in early season Supernatural was very much present. There's the scene from the beginning. Yeah. Oh my god. I hate this. The sounds in these headphones. Oh, Jesus! Oh! Okay.
I would have thought of him driving my car.
All right, come on.
It's killing me.
Let it go.
But it's Baby. He drove Baby. How dare he?
Finally, something went right tonight.
You're fucked. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but like... Could they really tell?
I'm sorry, Sam. You know me. I just can't wait.
Oh, Dean. Does Rebecca find out that that wasn't actually Dean? I can't remember. God, I hope so. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it's not gonna make it better, but... Jesus Christ.
Rebecca?
So say the shapeshifter is real.
Oh.
By the way, you know what's crazy?
Oh! I forgot about this. Oh. Okay.
But, say it is real. How do you stop it?
Thanks. Silver bullet to the heart.
You are crazy.
Okay, but, like, she was tortured. You would... I don't know. Wait, I'm confused, like, cause... Did they retcon this in the middle of the episode? Cause, like, she was tortured by the thing. That's why the police were there. Why would she not look like she had just been tortured? Wait. You can't tell me he didn't at least suspect that was the shapeshifter. Come on. He figured out that it was the shapeshift, that Dean was the shapeshifter, like, immediately, and then pretty much knew because he threw the keys at him and he caught him with his left hand and he knew that he hurt his shoulder. And Rebecca was just tortured, and he doesn't... What? Ugh.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, Rebecca's poor house, man. They just destroyed it. Do you think she has insurance that'll cover this? Because, oh my god. I'm, like, kind of glad that they didn't do the stereotypical, like, the two of them fighting and then someone pulling the gun and having to figure out which one was which. Like, I know why they couldn't do it, because he, like, downloads his memories and everything, but I also like that this is, well, it's, like, a shapeshifter plot and, like, people being in two places at once. That, like, cliche of, like, how do I know which one is which isn't in it. I like how they, like, took it in an entirely different direction. It's very interesting. You know, and I like when they do it, because it does, like, build that suspense, but also, I don't know. Like, having... I've rewatched that Gravity Falls episode a lot of times. I've watched a lot of, like, clone plots, where it's like, how do we know which one is which kind of deal. And it's fun, but I think, like, they kind of took a risk here by not doing it, and I think it's an interesting choice. Overall, the episode was good without that even being there. I was kind of waiting for it to happen. I couldn't remember if it did, but I was kind of waiting for that moment to happen, and I was like, how would they do that then? How would they figure out who was who? But also, I guess, like, there would be the tells that have already been talked about, like the fact that Dean has been hurt, and the shapeshifter already proved that they weren't aware of, like, Dean hurting his shoulder and everything. But still, yeah. It is an interesting choice to do a clone type deal and not have that moment. Even, it happens in the Gravity Falls comic. Like, I think it was the third mini comic in that, because it's there's four comics in one. I think it's the third one that it happens in with Mabel. And again, I'm not saying that it's bad that they did it, it's just interesting to see them not doing it, and I kind of like that they didn't do it.
Will you call sometime?
It might not be for a little while.
I know we never see her again, and I get why, but it also really hurts my feelings that he just has to leave all this behind after a certain point. It just really fucking sucks.
What's your friend Zach?
Cops are blaming this Dean Winchester guy for Emily's murder. They found the murder weapon in the guy's lair.
But what about the other guy? I hope the other guy too. But yeah, that's kind of what I thought happened. I just couldn't remember.
You know, I gotta say, I'm sorry I'm gonna miss it.
Miss what?
How many chances am I gonna have to see my own funeral?
A lot. A lot. A lot of times. Oh my god. So many times. So many times. So many times. Dude, you don't even know. You don't even know. Oh, I'm sure they didn't know what was gonna happen. They didn't, like, plan this, but that is so crazy. Because it's like, well, actually, a lot of times, Dean. He gets impersonated a couple more times. He dies a lot more times. It's a whole time. Though, wow. Okay, I like this episode because I think it does a good job at, like, developing both brothers and also developing their relationship too. Yeah. Yeah. I've liked this episode. I know there's a little bit left, right? Yeah. Same road. That's a very similar road. It's not the same one. Could be one of the same ones from. All the roads look like so similar. It's not the same, but like Jesus Christ, a lot of they're very similar. Yeah, it's a good episode. Like I said, it does a good job at developing both Sam and Dean and their relationship, which I really like. Yeah, that was season 1, episode 6 of Supernatural, Skin. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions for, if you remember any of the sweaters that you've seen, or if you have any like thing in mind for what I could wear for specific episodes, just like as like a concept, even like a specific color or anything. And I have a lot of like earrings and shirt and graphic tees too. Yeah, just let me know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take many requests for like season 1, because I'm filming a lot of these kind of all at once, because I'm suddenly, the Destiel bug has gotten me again with doing this rewatch already, and I'm itching to get to season 4. I am so excited to finally get to season 4, to finally get to Cass. And I know I just started this, but I'm on episode 6, and I'm like, I have 60 more episodes to watch before I get to see Castiel. Oh my god. And that's fine. But man, I miss him. Man, I miss him. I miss him so much. I don't even think I've edited 60 episodes of 911 reactions yet. Yeah, I don't think so. So, anyway, yeah, if you have any suggestions for any of the fits, let me know. For specific episodes, let me know. And I will see you when I see you.
It was